viewers, so today I decided to stream one match as well. The difference is that this match is not 2v2 again, but this time it's Summer Drop Zone Tournament, our favorite tournament of this year, and match between Ground Forces and Shin. The players in the lobby: Eggroll, known as Exile, Commander Cody, the one always fighting arm to arm with General Kenobi, and Student Prime, the team leader. On the other side we got Carly, Patton the rock shooter, and John Winter Snow. We already got first attempt from Ground Forces to cap the pod, but they completely failed. They are all dead now, and they're gonna make a second attempt very soon. Student is having a clear cap and wins melee against John Winter Snow. Only Patton here, and Patton is dead either. This game is hosted by Ground Forces, so they are definitely having a lag advantage. About the tournament rules, I'm not gonna introduce people to them because I don't even remember them correctly. And honestly, it's probably the worst tournament I played in so far. Maybe that's why I don't really remember the rules. Now we see that the Ground Forces are taking control of the pod, but Shin is trying to push it now. Two people capping the pod at once. And they did it! Survivalist really carried Jon Snow here. That's why Survivalist is completely ridiculous. That shouldn't be allowed at all. Oh, I think I forgot about one very important thing. That's it. Now Shin is capping the pod.
The Imperials are taking that escape pod. We need to stop them.
Ground Forces taking control of the ship. Exile defeating Carly. Jon Snow is dead. Commander Cody is capping the pod. Missed Cycler. And the pod is just beginning again.
We need to stop them.
Oh! What an accidental nade kill from Jon Snow. Cody capping the pod, but he kinda failed.
Another escape pod homing beacon.
Exile still trying to go in, but there is no chance, and Shin is winning 1-0. Wasted smart rocket from Carly. I wonder why Exile is the one running without partner if he's the best player in their team. Now the entire Shin team is dead, but there is orbital strike right on the pod.
The escape pod will soon
And
be
Exile is dead. Cody dies really quick. They got a free cap because no one from Ground Forces is trying to defend the pod. Cody misses his cycler, but flanks Patton. Carly gets flanked either, and Ground Forces are controlling the pod.
If we don't do something quickly, that escape pod is going to fall into Imperial hands.
Stidden is dying to Stinger pistol, but he still managed to get the cap. Now Exile finishing 2 players most likely. No, Karli is still alive, at extremely low HP, and Stidden finishes this guy. Now John Winter Snow spawning behind with his partner. Cody 1v1 against Jon Snow.
If the Imperials capture that escape pod,
But he was in a very bad situation as Karli spawned on John. Exile finishing their entire squad. Good cycler from Cody. Now there is only Jon Snow alive. But Patton is spawning on the left wing. He's pushing with Stinger pistol. Stidden is gonna die. But somehow he's still alive and actually got a kill. I wonder why didn't they push him? There's only Patton alive again.
Another pod is touched down. Move out.
They got him. Cody with double kill and ground forces with a pod. 1-1. And since the third pod is already here, it looks like ground forces are the first team who's gonna cap it. Oh, what a pathetic nade kill. Stidden didn't even make an attempt of avoiding it. Karli is gonna 1v1 Cody on the ship, but Cody doesn't know he's getting flanked. Now he knows. And he doesn't get a kill. The entire Shin squad is on the pod right now. Jon Snow got a kill on Cody. Exile running straight onto the ship, but he's extremely low HP. 2 people chasing him for some reason, but there's great orbital strike in and Cody is capping the pod. Exile completely disrupted their team and they all focused on getting this kill instead of defending the pod. So I don't know if I should say GG to Exile or BG to his opponents, because that was clearly lack of experience by pushing this guy. Now it's completely the same from ground forces. None of them was defending the pod and Patton just got a free cap. Shin are throwing orbital strike at the pod. Stidden with a kill. Stidden with second kill, Cody with a kill, and they are winning 2v2 on the pod without any single death. And now this is gonna be another 2v2 with Patton flanking, but there is also Exile here, and Karli is gonna die quickly. Somehow not. Actually, Karli is dead now. There is an aid in, but Cody gets a kill on Jon Snow. Very good shot. It doesn't feel like the Shin team is lagging at all. Even Patton isn't lagging, so this must be very good US host. Like, very good for Europeans. Patton pushing the pod. Now he can get a cap, but there is Stidden here. Stidden and Cody, and they got Patton. It's too late for Karli and Jon Snow already to cap this pod.
Scanners are picking up the location of another pod.
Power-ups for ground forces.
The escape pod will soon be under our control.
Exile is already on the last pod. Like, on the new pod, I mean. He's gonna get flanked by Karli, but he knows Karli is coming, but doesn't get a kill. Stidden Prime versus Jon Snow 1v1. Cody is trying to give spawn to Stidden, but it might be impossible. Although he did it, very good job from Cody. They're both meleeing Jon Snow at the same time. Oh, Exile doesn't know Carly is coming for the cap.
The Imperials are securing the area around that escape pod. We need to stop them.
Almost the entire Shin squad was extremely low HP right there. Cody doesn't see that Carly is here. Patton is very low there. But it's the same for Exile now. That's interesting 1v1, but we got 2v2 on the pod, and Shin is capping the pod. Oh, Cody misses his cycler, he should have just used his blaster. That was a mistake from Cody. If he used his blaster, which is DH-17, he would just kill Jon extremely quickly and he would have no time to cap the pod. Stidden versus Jon Snow under the pod. Jon Snow is extremely low, Cody should just push him. Exile with a kill. Oh, Cody misses his cycler again.
Are about to secure that escape pod. We have to stop them.
And almost kills Carly. But no. Not this time. Oh! That was smart though. Cody is actually waking up now. Exile is not really carrying his team anymore. Jon Snow under the ship, 1v1ing Stidden Prime. Waiting for spawn from Carly. Oh, Stidden doesn't know he's getting flanked. But this time Cody doesn't miss his cycler, and this is most likely gonna be a pod for ground forces. We're waiting for Stidden to come to it. And yes, this is gonna be pod for ground forces, or maybe not. Oh, Cody with double kill. That was insane.
Another pod is down. Move on that location and capture it.
What is worth to mention, in 3v3 games, one of the players has no partner, which is a huge disadvantage for this one player. In Shin, this is Patton, and in Ground Forces, this is Exile. So pretty much two best players of their teams are playing without a partner. Personally, I think this is a terrible idea, but that's their strategy, and I think Cody might be third level survivalist because his HP recovered extremely quickly. I was wrong.
That escape pod is about to fall into Imperial hands.
Jon Snow dead, Carly dead also, Cody with double kill, and there is Exile pushing Patton. Exile is getting pushed by two people now. He's doing his best to run away. Carly is capping Cody, great shot! And Cody got the second one! Actually, Cody should receive MVP for this game, I think. At the beginning, definitely the best player was Exile, but now it's Cody. Stidden defending the pod from two people, and it's 4-1 for ground forces. It looks like it's not the best game for Patton so far, but he's probably focusing on shooting the rocks instead of his opponents. That would be quite a good excuse.
Imperial stormtroopers are about to secure that escape pod.
Cody is getting even more and more brave now with the cycler. Still going for the cap. Carly is gonna die. But there is still Jon Snow on the pod and somehow defends it. But Cody is just on fire.
That escape pod will soon be ours.
Oh, Cody! What a kill on Carly! Oh, Cody! This is just insane what Cody is doing in this match, ladies and gentlemen. It's only 33-25, but for like last 10 minutes of the game, Cody is just wrecking. Patton couldn't cap the pot, he just got wrecked from 3 sides, and this game is most likely going to be finished with score 5-1 for Ground Forces on their host against Shin Nooby Doobies, or something like that. That was a very good game from Ground Forces. And I wonder how the second game is gonna go. Shin needs to win 5-0 in order to win this double match, so I doubt it's gonna be possible, but it's their host, so who knows. Sorry for being late with reading your live comments in the chat, but Megumi asked, wait, is Patton playing with Shin? Yes, Patton is playing with Shin. I kind of find this ridiculous after the rock shooting action, but that's his choice. And answering to Mikołaj's question, no, this tournament isn't ended yet, and we are waiting like 3rd week for our final opponent, and this is getting slower and slower. We are still waiting for Exile to join the lobby. The map is Golden Badlands, and this is Shin choice. Well, Golden Badlands is actually one of the most popular drop zone maps in tournaments. We even could see one Golden Badlands match in 2v2 tournament yesterday between Shin and Newbie Cheaters, which was completely one-sided, and I hope this time we're not gonna see such a one-sided game, but something a bit more interesting. Although Shin needs to win 5-0 in order to win the entire game. Still, if they win 5-1, then we're probably most likely gonna see 2 more games between those teams, which would make the stream even 1 hour longer. Golden Badlands. Student Prime going Jetpack, Ionate, Survivalist, wow, who would guess? And of course Shield with DH17. Let's see what is Exile going. It's exactly the same loadout, but instead of DH17, he's running RT-197C.
Oh, yeah!
And it's almost the same for Colby, but he's running his very spicy cycler instead of Ion Grenade today. Let's see if Cody is gonna have such a good match again, and if Shin is gonna wake up a little in this game, including Patton. Exile is completely alone here. He's waiting for help from his teammates, but they're still not coming. He just shields and runs away. Student Prime trading with Jon Snow on the AT-AT. Now let's see. Exile pushing from above. Cody going for a cap. And he didn't get a cap, but there is still Exile here and he messed it up. First pot goes for Shin, like in the previous game. Let's see if ground forces are gonna score 5 pots in a row this time as well.
We're picking up another escape pod homing.
This pod is in caves, so ground forces may have real difficulties with pushing in. But on 1v1 against Exile, very good win from Exile, and now there are only 2 Shin players defending the pod. Oh, although Patton is partnered with Curry this time. Oh, sorry, that was not a pod in caves. I was completely wrong saying that. Cody with a kill from flank. Patton with DLT 90 next kill. Cody with a great cap.
We're taking possession of the escape pod.
Carlita becomes a master survivalist. Jon Snow versus Student Prime. Oh, good shot from this cycler. Exile was completely too late for this spot, and it's 2-0 for Shin, which is quite a surprising score, especially after what we saw in the first game. Every GF member with 1 kill. And now pod in caves. This is a chance for GF to provide themselves a draw after the first 2 games. Cody is dead already. And the turret finishes Exile.
That escape pod is about to fall into Imperial hands. We can't let that happen.
Ground forces should just go in, there is just 2 players inside. Just 2 players. But already one of GF players is dead. Exile losing 1v1 to Master Survivalist, which is not really surprising. And this is why allowing Survivalist in tournament is completely ridiculous idea. And this is my personal opinion, if anyone cares. This is basically the reason why you never see trades allowed in my tournaments.
We've identified the position of another escape pod. Move on it as soon as possible.
Where is the next pod? Oh! Exile is already capping the next pod. Still in 1v1ing Jon Snow. And the explosive shot won the 1v1. Exile still waiting patiently on the pod for some people to come. Jon Snow coming for the cap, but he's killed really quickly by Exile. Karta is about to have his first death. 2 people going in, 3 people going in. Oh, what a cap! Literally the last second cap. Cycler trade here. Ground forces really need to go in if they want to still cap this spot, because if it's 4-0, then they are gonna have really difficult situation. And they got this cap, which was pretty much insane. Exile's still here, but he's most likely gonna die. No, he's still alive. And GF is under control of the spot again. This is where the fun begins. Harley pushing. Shielding. Cody misses his cycler.
The Imperials are securing the area around that escape
Still
pod.
needs to give a spawn to his partner. Oh, great push in from Exile.
Securing the escape pod.
That was clearly his tournament experience. Good push, good melee, and good cap. But for now he's the only one doing any job in the GF team. Cody is lagging as hell.
Another pod has hit the
Could
deck.
even see that when he was jumping. Exile with 1 kill. And he can't go in, it's 4-0. Now this pod is probably the most important pod in those guys' life. Because if they're gonna lose it, then it's gonna be quite hilarious comeback. And it will just show how much host changes. Exile showing nades, shooting them, but it's not enough. He needs teammates who are still coming from the other side of the map. Exile is dead, and this might be the worst moment for GF in this game. Especially that Student Prime is dead. Cody is shielding, coming for the cap, and somehow got it! I don't know what happened, but that's the person who fucked it up. I don't know why he didn't just finish him with this blaster cannon. It was a terrible mistake. Cody is almost dead. They need to go in. They need to go in, and they're going in. And they're not getting a cap. What a comeback. Oh my gosh. Exile Shin 5-0. What is hilarious, now the semi-final is going to be played between two Shin teams, which means that it's for sure that Shin team will be in top 3 of the tournament, which just shows how low the level of skill in this tournament is. Okay, thank you for today's stream. You could see an insane comeback against ground forces, and see you in the next tournament stream, which should be some 2v2 matches.